The international break ended up being emotional.
Big moment for me and my family, but yeah, just very, very proud.
What would you do? What would you do if you scored a goal? What celebration? Is that your favourite one? Do you want me to do that? Yeah. Next time, if I score, you have to watch on the TV, because I'll do the celebration. Okay?
Deal.
Deal? Shake hands. Yes, deal.
From Newcastle United's £105 million investment,
Just good business.
to Newcastle target Jonathan David dropping a massive update on his potential January move, to uncovering the secret contract details revealed by Almiron's agent. Plus, is Newcastle set to make a loan move for a Liverpool flop? And what game-changing boost is in store for Newcastle ahead of a massive clash with West Ham?
I'm scared to death. I'm frightened and I don't know what to do. I'm confused and I want to go home.
As per, join us as we break it all down.
Let's go.
Starting off with Newcastle United's £105 million investment proving to be a bargain. Newcastle United's decision to invest £105 million in Anthony Gordon, Lewis Hall and Tino Livramento is now being seen as a shrewd move, especially as the trio continues to shine on the international stage. Initially met with skepticism, this investment is emerging as one of the club's best ever signings. Eddie Howe's successful tenure at St James's Park has been highlighted by the performances of these three players, all of whom featured prominently in Lee Carsley's England squad. Their selection underscores Howe's effective management and development of talent, reinforcing the club's status in English football. Notably, it marks the first time since 1997 that 3 Newcastle players started for England in a match, therefore ending a 27-year wait. Anthony Gordon's energetic performance on the left flank was a highlight for England. His ability to drive the team forward solidified his place in the starting lineup, and he capped off his display with a well-taken goal.
Well, it's a night of history, England players scoring their first goal, but for you, where do you place that moment in your young career?
It's definitely right up there. It's about time. I feel like I've had a good few chances now for England and just hasn't gone in, so it was just nice to see the back of the net, but it's more so a good feeling because I got to share with some of the lads I came through with from the 21s to now, and it's better that I got to share it with them.
That's right. Lee has given chances to a lot of you, clearly, over the last 6 games, and there's a vindication in that.
Yeah, we've got great chemistry amongst us. We haven't lost many games together, and Lee makes us feel like we're the best players in the world, so very high on confidence when we're together, and I think that showed tonight.
Lee has widened the talent pool. He's made some bold decisions. Do you think Thomas Tuchel will do the same?
I think so. I think every coaches will have their preferred players, preferred system. That's why they're top coaches. And yeah, Lee done I made some bold calls, give a lot of chances to young lads, and we all thank him very much for everything he's done for us.
And how important was it for England tonight to win, to top the group, but go straight to World Cup qualifiers now? We're not no Nations League playoff.
Yeah, this is gone. This is the past now. We're done, and very grateful for the experience and some of the performances we put in, especially the last 2. But like you said, this is gone, and there's only one goal in our mind now, and that's USA.
Thank you. Well done, Anthony.
With a match rating of 7.2, he was efficient, achieving 100% accuracy with his only shot of the game, scoring a goal from an XG of just 0.16. Despite the goal being Anthony Gordon's first for England, the goal meant more and showcased Gordon's character by staying true to his word. This is because last month, Anthony Gordon met Newcastle fan Ivy, who was diagnosed with hyper-IgE syndrome. When he scored his first 3 Lions goal on Sunday, he honoured a promise he made to her.
It's a great goal, mate, but it was a shocking cartwheel there in the celebration.
Yeah, it was terrible. I've been thinking about doing it for a long time. It's for a little girl, great cause. A little girl called Ivy that I got the pleasure to spend time with. She's got hyper-IgE syndrome. Such a pleasure to be around her, and I promised her I'd do that celebration for her, so yeah, I'm man of my word.
That's nice, mate. I'm sure you made her really happy. And,
Hope so.
Then Tino Livramento made his international debut and handled the occasion with remarkable poise. He showcased his attacking prowess by frequently pushing forward during counterattacks, positioning himself as a contender for the right-back spot alongside established stars like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Kyle Walker. Livramento's debut was marked by a crucial assist, delivering a cross that allowed Anthony Gordon to score his first senior England goal. Having a 6.9 match rating, Tino Livramento played 97 minutes, having 85 touches, 52 out of 58 passes completed, 3 duels won, and 0 times dribbled past.
Big moment for me and my family, but yeah, just very, very proud.
Can you show us the legacy cap?
Yeah. Obviously, no, I had a few with like all the different age groups that I've been through, but this is the one that you always wanted to get. So yeah, very happy.
You've been so close to getting into this squad for so long now, and then you get the opportunity, and then you make your debut. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, Lee spoke to me. I've known him for ages, and he just said, just keep working. You know, eventually it'll come to you. And obviously, on his last game that he's been in charge of, he's handed me my debut from the start. So yeah, just very thankful to him and what he's done for me.
Then Lewis Hall, playing as a left-back, also showed a mix of solid defensive skills and offensive support. While he had some moments of questionable decision-making, he generally looked comfortable and consistently offered Gordon support on the overlap. Having a 7.2 match rating, 97 minutes played, 100 touches, 74 out of 81 passes completed, 8 recoveries, 6 duels won, and 2 dribbles completed. He was also second in progression via pass, an increased chance of scoring as a passer. Hall is making a strong case for a permanent starting position as England's left back, particularly with the arrival of Thomas Tuchel as the national team's manager. With these 3 Newcastle United players making significant impacts on the international stage, the club's £105 million investment is clearly paying off. Then also in a challenging match against France, where Italy lost 3-1, Sandro Tonali demonstrated his class in the left central midfield role, earning a match rating of 6.8. His performance continued to highlight his significance to the national team despite the disappointing result, having 96 minutes played, 61 total touches, 43 out of 49 passes completed, meaning an 88% passing accuracy, 6 ground duels won, 2 recoveries, 2 clearances, and 2 fouls won. Meanwhile, Newcastle's young talents Leo Shahar and Sean Neve both started for the England under-18 in a 1-0 victory over Germany. 17-year-old right-back Shahar captained the Young Lions, showcasing his leadership skills. Trevin Sanusi, another Newcastle prospect, was however an unused substitute for this match. Then Lewis Miley contributed to England's under-21s in their 1-1 draw against the Netherlands, playing 57 minutes and earning a match rating of 6.5. This is a positive sign as he increases his playing time following an injury. The 18-year-old midfielder is currently valued at around £18 million, a significant rise from just £2 million a year ago, according to Transfermarkt. Miley's development has been impressive. His tall 6 feet 2 inches frame makes him a strong contender in duels, as evidenced by his defensive metrics. Last season, he averaged 2.35 tackles and 1.63 blocks per 90 minutes, outperforming both Declan Rice and Sandro Tonali in these areas. Miley showcases a strong box-to-box presence akin to Rice, impacting all phases of play, an essential trait for modern midfielders. While his progression metrics currently lag behind Rice and Tonali, he maintains composure on the ball, displaying the ability to play through the lines and create opportunities, with an average of 2.16 shot-creating actions per 90 minutes. As Arsenal's club record signing, Rice commanded a £105 million fee by age 24, and Miley could potentially reach similar heights, given his rapid growth over the past year. If his performance continues to improve and he secures a position ahead of Tonali, his market value could soar even further, with Newcastle already anticipating high transfer fees for talents like Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon. Miley may soon join that elite group, making him one to watch in the coming seasons. Then in Sweden's match against Azerbaijan, although Viktor Gyökeres scored an impressive 4 goals, the game was overshadowed by controversy. Alexander Isak missed a penalty, and VAR later ruled out one of his goals for offside, leading to plenty of discussion about the match's officiating.
Tell me I did not just see that.
In the game itself, he had a 6.9 match rating, 1 shot on target, 1 off, 3 blocked, 1 out of 1 successful dribble, 1 penalty missed, 1 big chance missed, 55 touches, 31 out of 34 accurate passes, meaning a 91% passing accuracy, 3 key passes and 3 out of 6 ground duels won. Meanwhile, Bruno Guimaraes started and struggled for Brazil in their match, which ended in a draw against Uruguay, having 75 touches, 2 in the opposition box, 0% successful dribbles, 9 final third passes, 67% accurate long balls, 2 times dispossessed, 33% tackles won, 2 interceptions, 4 recoveries, 36% ground duels won, 25% aerial duels won. On a standout note, Miguel Almiron delivered a masterclass performance against Bolivia, having a 7.4 match rating, 1 goal, 47 touches, 36 out of 39 accurate passes, meaning a 7.4 match rating, 1 goal, 47 touches, 36 out of 39 accurate passes, 92% passing accuracy, 2 key passes, 1 accurate cross, 1 accurate long ball, 1 shot on target, 1 off target, 1 blocked, and 2 out of 3 duels won. Then, in some transfer news, Newcastle United has been linked with a potential move for striker Jonathan David, who will become a free agent when his contract with Lille expires next summer. Although a striker isn't currently Newcastle's top priority, the possibility of Callum Wilson's exit means Eddie Howe may soon need additional competition for Alexander Isak. David has been in exceptional form this season, netting 13 goals in 19 appearances, which has attracted interest from numerous top European clubs. Reports suggest that Newcastle has already made contact regarding David's availability, and as of September, they were considered favourites to secure his signature. While David's contract expires in the summer, there remains a chance he could leave Lille in January if a suitable offer comes in. The 24-year-old Canadian forward has acknowledged the complexities of a mid-season transfer, stating, "Going to a club mid-season is never easy. It's not like the beginning of a season where you have a preseason, you get to know your teammates, you have time to gel. In January, things are very hectic. It's about right now. It's tougher." This indicates that while he is open to a move, he may prefer to wait until the summer for a smoother transition. In a recent interview with The Athletic, David also disclosed his long-standing admiration for Barcelona, stating, "Barcelona was always the team I grew up supporting. When you grow up supporting a team, it's your dream to play for them." This revelation may not sit well with Newcastle fans hoping to see him join the club, but it does leave the door slightly ajar for a potential move. Barcelona is reportedly pursuing other high-profile strikers, including Erling Haaland and Victor Gyökeres. Should they secure one of their primary targets, David could remain available, keeping Newcastle's hopes alive for a potential signing. Then, in a recent update, Bruno Guimaraes recently addressed the swirling rumors linking him to Manchester City, especially in light of Rodri's potentially season-ending injury. With City's recent struggles, speculation about a January transfer has intensified, and while Guimaraes' name hasn't been the most frequently mentioned, it has surfaced occasionally. In an interview with Globo Esporte, Guimaraes was asked about the Manchester City rumors and his feelings regarding Pep Guardiola's admiration for him. He responded stating, "I believe that at my club I am an idol and I have a lot of respect. I am the captain of Newcastle, and it's something that, if you had asked me 3 years ago, my biggest dream would have been to play in the Premier League. Playing, being an idol, being captain is something wonderful. I really like Newcastle." He acknowledged that interest from a club like Manchester City indicates he is performing at a high level, but emphasized that it was merely speculation. Guimaraes explained, "Of course, having Manchester City's suggestions shows that I am at a high level, but it was nothing more than suggestions. I know that Guardiola likes my football. It's normal to have great coaches who admire your football. We have spoken once after an interview. I praised his work, he praised my work, but it was nothing more than that." Throughout his time at Newcastle, Guimaraes has consistently expressed his appreciation for the club and the connection he feels with the fans. He approaches transfer rumors with a level-headed attitude, making it clear that while he is flattered by the links to Manchester City, his focus remains on Newcastle United, especially since the rumors are just that, rumors. Then, in another development, as Premier League clubs adjust to tightening profit and sustainability regulations, League One giants Lyon are grappling with severe financial difficulties. The seven-time champions have been handed a provisional relegation and a transfer ban after accumulating debts of €505 million. Lyon can avoid relegation if they make significant financial improvements by the end of the season. This situation raises questions about which players might be sold to generate much-needed funds in the January transfer window. One player who could be available at a reduced price is Rayan Cherki, a 21-year-old attacking midfielder who has previously been a target for Newcastle United. Cherki, known for his pace and goal-scoring ability, can play on either wing and possesses immense potential. He was first linked to Newcastle in 2023, but has since garnered interest from various European clubs due to his impressive performances for Lyon. Teams such as Borussia Dortmund, Fulham, and Paris Saint-Germain have all expressed interest, while Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Newcastle continue to monitor his situation. Newcastle's interest aligns with their strategy of expanding their roster with young, promising talent. The recent acquisition of Georgian teenager Vakhtang Salia, who recently scored for his nation at under-19 level, underscores this approach. If Cherki does become available, he would likely integrate immediately into Newcastle's first team. In addition to Cherki, Lyon is home to other former Premier League talents, including Alexander Lacazette, Wilfried Zaha, Said Benrahma, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Players like Malik Fofana and Maxence Kakare are also expected to attract interest. For Newcastle United, seizing the opportunity to sign one of Europe's most promising young talents would be a strategic move that aligns with their long-term vision. The club would be wise to act quickly if Cherki's situation develops in January. Then in another update, as Newcastle United is keen to bolster its right-wing attacking options in the upcoming transfer windows, particularly as fans express frustration with Jacob Murphy's performances and the likelihood of Miguel Almiron being sold. Eddie Howe has temporarily adapted by rotating Joelinton and Anthony Gordon between the left and right flanks, but a more permanent solution is urgently needed. Reports suggest that Newcastle may face financial limitations in January, which could rule out a move for their primary target, Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford. While the club could wait until summer to pursue Mbeumo, this strategy would leave them without a designated right winger for the second half of the season. The Chronicle has indicated that Federico Chiesa, a player Newcastle has admired for some time, could be available as a loan option. After joining Liverpool, Chiesa has struggled to secure a place in the lineup, making only one Premier League appearance. Although injuries have been cited as a reason for his lack of playing time, there are growing rumors about a potential return to Italy, suggesting that his situation might not solely be injury-related. If Liverpool decides to loan Chiesa out for the remainder of the season, Newcastle could consider making an approach. This arrangement would relieve Liverpool of his wages while providing Newcastle with a much-needed winger to strengthen their squad until the summer. However, a significant hurdle remains: whether Liverpool would be willing to loan a player to a Premier League rival. While the idea is intriguing, skepticism surrounds the likelihood of this deal materializing. As Newcastle United navigates its pressing need for right-wing reinforcements, Federico Chiesa emerges as a potential target. If the opportunity arises, a loan move could serve as a short-term fix to enhance the squad. However, the complexities of inter-club negotiations and financial constraints will ultimately determine the feasibility of such a move. Talking about the right wing, Miguel Almiron's agent, Daniel Campos, has revealed that he will evaluate any offers Newcastle United receives for the club's record signing. While manager Eddie Howe has expressed a desire to retain Almiron, who is generally happy on Tyneside, Campos acknowledged that Almiron is not entirely satisfied with his current playing minutes. Speaking to Radio La Red, Campos stated, "Although Miguel isn't happy with the minutes he has in England, he wants to stay and fight at Newcastle." He emphasized that Howe has consistently supported Almiron, urging him not to leave the club, suggesting that the issue may be tactical or temporary. Almiron's significant wages and rumored £60 million release present additional challenges for any potential transfer. Campos noted that Charlotte FC had previously made an offer of around $18 million, which Newcastle rejected. He clarified, "We had arranged a contract with them, but the club rejected the proposal from the United States. He has a valid contract. His contract was renewed last year for 3 more years, and with the new owners of the club. indicating the commitment Newcastle has made to Almiron. Despite the current frustrations, Campos stressed that Almiron is not motivated by financial desperation. However, he also highlighted that the release clause is prohibitive, particularly for South American clubs, complicating any potential moves, stating, "Miguel is not desperate for money or to do crazy things. If there is an offer from any team, we will go through the competent channels. The clause, except for the Brazilians, is unaffordable for South American clubs. The problem is also the contract he has." As Almiron continues to navigate his situation at Newcastle, the club's management will need to address his playing time concerns to ensure they maintain his commitment. With the agent now open to considering offers, the coming transfer windows could prove pivotal for both the player and the club. Then in other news, as Newcastle United currently sits in 8th place as the November international break arrives, with their next match against West Ham United scheduled for 8 days from now. Manager Eddie Howe may be facing significant challenges, potentially missing up to 5 key players: Kieran Trippier, Callum Wilson, Dan Burn, Jamal Lascelles, and Sven Botman. Kieran Trippier is dealing with a hamstring injury sustained in October. Given the initial recovery timeline, he may be nearing a return, although injuries can often be unpredictable. Callum Wilson has a knock on his back but is expected to be in contention for the match against the Hammers. Dan Burn will be unavailable due to suspension, having accumulated 5 yellow cards. Jamal Lascelles reported on October 19th that he is making progress in his recovery from an ACL injury, stating, "I should be back on the grass soon and jogging in the next few weeks. It'll take me a while to build up from there, but I'm happy to be ticking those boxes." He is the closer of Newcastle's 2 long-term injury absentees to making a return, with a potential comeback in January. Sven Botman's situation is less optimistic. Eddie Howe mentioned 9 days ago that while they hope Botman can begin light training soon, a return before the end of the year is unlikely, with a more realistic expectation being late January. As Newcastle prepares for their upcoming match, the status of these players will be crucial for Howe's tactical plans. One player who has made a significant impact since returning from injury is Joe Willock. In a recent interview in Saudi Arabia, he shared his goals for the season, highlighting his determination to contribute to Newcastle United's success.
So Joe, it's the second day of your warm weather training camp in Riyadh and your first of training. How has it been going so far?
It's been great. It's very warm, but I think it's going to be good for us going back and then sort of improving our fitness. Good to see the fans out here and we're really enjoying it. Yeah.
After 3 wins in a row before the international break, is it fair to say spirits are quite high amongst the group?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a brilliant way to get away from winning on the back of winning 3 games. So we're looking forward to sort of training out here and enjoying each other's company for a few days and going back in high spirits.
You also took part in a meet and greet session with fans over in Saudi Arabia. How did you find that as well?
It was great. It was great to see them. It was great to engage with them, and we love coming out here. And we just thank them for their support, and hopefully we can come out here again soon.
How do you reflect on the last game against Nottingham Forest? Obviously coming from behind to win a big game.
I think it was a big game for us. We wanted to push on, get back-to-back wins in the Premier League, and it just shows how far we've come. It's a testament to our togetherness, and I think that's something that we can definitely build on.
And after the injury problems you faced this year, how pleased are you not just to be back but getting a consistent run of games together?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel like I'm getting back to my best. I feel like I'm playing well. I'm trying to affect games as well. So yeah, I'm just going to keep pushing on, and hopefully I can continue pushing on, start scoring goals, assisting on a regular basis and stuff.
Do you feel you're reaping the benefits from playing now and getting those runs of games under your belt?
Yeah, definitely. I think the Premier League is so hard just to get back into and get started at your best again. So it's good just to keep getting my minutes up and sort of getting my feet back under the table and feeling good.
And you'll be facing West Ham in 9 days' time. How determined are the team to try and keep that winning run going?
Yeah, I think it's very important. We're at home again in front of our fans. Nighttime kickoff, we're looking forward to it. I think it's always special playing out in front of our fans, especially at night time. So I think we're going to go in it with high spirits and so hopefully this training camp benefits us as well with our fitness.
Then, if you would like to know Newcastle United's exciting new secret deal, click the video link on screen now.